An incessant buzz rises and falls but never stops. Porto Novo, the capital of Benin, wouldn't be the same without the toing and froing of its motorcycle taxis or zemidjans. Zemidjans, meaning get me there fast in the fun language, is a popular form of transport despite the threat they pose to passengers and pedestrians of both the two-legged and four-legged variety. Every morning, Aténi gets on his motorbike and crosses the city in search of customers.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I want to go to that crossroads over there. How much do you charge?
200. Come on. $5 liters, please.
Here's your 200 francs.
Thanks, bye. Give me 5 liters, I'm in a hurry. There's no oil in Benin, but Nigeria has vast reserves. Benin's unemployed buy cut-price fuel on the other side of the border and bring it back here to sell. The service stations are too expensive. We Beninese, we can't afford it. Money's scarce in Benin. Life's not easy. I'm a farmer, but I have a family, and farming doesn't pay well enough to feed them all year around. So during the dry season, I run a taxi service. It helps us to make ends meet. What's good about this place is that Porto Novo is a cosmopolitan city that attracts people from all over Benin, and even foreigners. There are lots of old colonial buildings, but also hotels and restaurants which bring together people from all over Africa and the rest of the world. I'm really proud of my city.
Porto Novo, the fiefdom of the Goon and Yoruba peoples, has been enriched by numerous architectural influences over the course of its turbulent history. Before becoming French, it was a Portuguese trading post in the 18th century. Slaves were carted off to Brazil from here in their thousands. The majority of them were Muslim, and they took their God with them to South America. After the abolition of slavery, some of the slaves' descendants crossed back over the Atlantic to settle on the land of their ancestors. These Afro-Brazilians built this Baroque Mosque by hand, modelled on Salvador Cathedral in Bahia. With just one difference. The Great Mosque is topped by a crescent instead of a cross. Here in Benin, the mix of architectural styles and the religious syncretism have never bothered anyone. Islam and Christianity have had no choice but to accept the presence of animist cults that are as old as Africa herself.
What unites us all here is voodoo. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I start praying to my deities. Only after I've done that can I get on my motorbike and head out in search of customers.
Benin is the birthplace of voodoo, with its 50 million followers worldwide. Practiced in secret, behind closed doors or in the open, such as here in this temple shaped like a termite mound, voodoo is a powerful and demanding master for its followers. Aténi is a high-ranking initiate. He plays a crucial role in his own voodoo community. Summoned for a ceremony, he leaves the city centre to return to his village on the outskirts of Porto Novo. Voodoo has a pantheon of gods symbolizing the forces of nature. Aténi's village is protected by Revioso, the god of storms and lightning. Revioso, sometimes represented by a ram, is invoked several times a year by the villagers. If he appears, he will take possession of an initiate. Sukluno, the village's voodoo priest, leads the ceremony. He is assisted by cult leaders from the surrounding area.
Oh, Revioso, your children haven't come to worship you empty-handed. Have mercy on us and grant us longevity. May any enemy who decides to persecute us find you blocking their path.
The sacrifices are made. Voodoo musicians signal to their deity that the ritual has been completed. Suddenly, it's all happening. Revioso has appeared. He has taken possession of a follower.
Go away, you haven't been initiated. You can't touch him.
Stand him up! Stand him up and hold him! Hold him!
It is Aténi, the taxi driver, who has only just arrived but is already in a trance. He has grabbed hold of a villager and it has taken 4 people to free the man.
Give him some water!
The trance is dangerous. Only a few well-prepared initiates can serve as a receptacle for the powerful voodoo god. Aténi is one of them, and he plays this role in his community. But now that he is possessed, he has lost control of himself. The priests have dragged him to the sacred hut to prepare him for the rest of the ceremony. It's time for the celebrations to begin. They must drum, chant and dance with all their might to obtain the blessing of Revioso, who has appeared on earth among men. A purple loincloth, the colour of lightning, and the straps on the costume symbolize the bonds between the possessed man and his god. Placing themselves under his protection, the faithful ask the deity for good health, good luck, and prosperity for their village. Despite all the clichés, voodoo is a benevolent religion for its initiates and the wider community.
Now that the spirit, the strength, and the soul of the lightning god has entered Aténi's body, he no longer knows what is happening. If you meet him later, Aténi will tell you that he doesn't know what happened. If you ask him and say to him, "But you were dancing just now," he will just reply, "Pfft." For the Beninese, spirituality is very important, especially voodoo, because voodoo embraces rich and poor. It embraces young and old. Voodoo brings together the different strata of society. 92% of the Beninese practice voodoo. Even those who claim to be religious, when they have problems, they turn to voodoo to solve them.